This is Plastic Adventure.
Hey everyone, welcome to Plastic Adventures. We are going to do our toy mill segment where we talk about all of the news that's fit for two toy nerds to talk about. And
we got a passel of information today.
We've got a ton. So just to set it up, San Diego Comic-Con was just this last weekend, and there were a lot of reveals that came from most of our favorite toy lines that are still going strong, straight from the 80s to now. And so we are going to get right into that because there was a lot of news. So what do you want to start off with?
Well, I'm going to preface this with saying we can't cover it all.
Nope.
So I've got quite a list of stuff to talk about, but these are the things that interested me that I saw from San Diego Comic-Con. Were you going to talk about the McFarlane Batman at all?
That's not on my list.
Okay, so really quickly, we talked about this just briefly in another disappointing segment of Plastic Bits, but I'm holding out hope because McFarlane showed a 7-pack of movie Batman figures, which we kind of knew was coming. You get Keaton Batman, you get Christian Bale, you get George Clooney, Val Kilmer, you get Robert Pattinson, you get Batfleck.
Nice.
So in total, you're getting 7 of these figures in there. They're all pretty terrific looking figures.
No Adam West?
No, surprisingly, but it could be because McFarlane's got so many of them on the shelves. I don't know. I would have taken Adam West over either Schumacher entry. But I mean, the big news of it is that everybody who's been clamoring for an 89 Keaton Batman, that was a way to get it, other than the ultra fail of the gold label Batmobile 2-pack that lasted no seconds on Amazon. But sad to say, the 7-pack went up live on Amazon and as well lasted no seconds. But they're going to restock. And that one, oh man, I am super on the fence for it because even though I've got Robert Pattinson Batman, which is terrific, I don't have an 89 Keaton. I don't have a Christian Bale from McFarlane. So there's a lot of really good ones in there. Only one will be a repeat for me. You got the Affleck from Batman versus Superman, where he's in that like Dark Knight Returns inspired outfit. So I'm going to keep my eyeballs peeled. That'll probably be a buy when I see it, but it was a really, really, really well thought out pack.
Yeah. The only 2 6-inch Batman I have are, Ben Affleck's Batman from the Flash, and
strangely
Robert
in
Pattinson.
like black and gray, no blue.
Yeah. But I have the Robert Pattinson Batman too, so I'm also looking for a 6-inch Keaton to go along with that. So
yeah, and then we'll put the Schumacher Batmans in the back. We'll just kind of like scoot Clooney and Kilmer both behind Batfleck because he's as wide as like both of them.
I don't know. I liked Val Kilmer as Batman. I thought he played it pretty good.
0% for me, but compared to -% for George Clooney.
Yeah, I think that's universal.
Things can only go up from there, right?
Absolutely.
Okay.
All right. You want me to go next?
Yeah, what you got?
Right, one thing of news. So one that came out of left field for me, and I was super, super excited about is this guy.
Oh yeah, Crystar. Yeah, that's going to be Marvel Legends, right?
Yep, absolutely. And
yeah,
talk about a surprise, because whenever we talk about toy lines that we wish didn't disappear or toy lines we wish we still had, Crystar is always like near the top of that list, right? It was just such a cool toy line, and it didn't last very long. And if you're lucky enough to still have a really good one, I mean, those things go for just so much money. And so
I have a very incomplete one featuring no accessories.
Yeah. But we're going to get a 6-inch version now.
Yeah, that looks awesome, man. I love that.
I love
the kept the clear blue plastic. Yeah, that's pretty sweet.
But you know, the thing that makes me excited for this is if Crystar takes off in the Marvel Legends lines, which I'm sure he will, right? Like, I'm sure this one's going to sell out in no time. It's going to be a hard one to find. But that means that Warbow and Magmar are not far behind, which are also two really good action figures, I think, that are going to get the 6-inch treatment too. So this is good news for us.
Yeah, could very well be. That's a really obscure line, like how do you bring those back out and mass market them? I don't know if you can. So Marvel Legends, I thought
This is the way to do it.
Yeah, that's a really, really good way. Now, I would love some retro carded Crystar, but
that's
one step at a
Coleco,
time.
right? And so I don't know if Marvel bought. I mean, I think it probably does have all of that.
Hasbro might have purchased the company that owned Coleco or Coleco like outright, just like Tonka and the GoBots. If Hasbro wanted at any point, they could release GoBots figures.
Absolutely, they could.
I would love to see reissues, but we won't see that.
That was the first bit of information that I was like super, came out of nowhere. Absolutely happy that they announced that.
Okay. How about them NECA D&D figures? You see the Strongheart that they're releasing, and I don't remember the dwarf's name, but he's like a dark, like berserker dwarf guy that looks terrific.
With those yellow gold accessories.
Yeah. I was really impressed with those because we got that like way over the top awesome Warduke from NECA. He had an unbelievably good translation to 7-inch scale figure. So Strongheart's a really good compliment for him. And there's different heads, and I think one of them's even a masked paladin head that you can put on there. I really liked those. I don't collect them, but I've got the 2 classic figures and that's it. But I mean, of the mother load of all updates, and the best part is these are like in the mid 30s for like hyper detailed, amazing collector's figures. You're not paying that $120 price of some of the import figures. It's a tremendous deal.
It is, absolutely. I have the Warduke figure. I'm looking forward to getting the Strongheart figure. I might even pick up the Grimsword if I can find him for a good price. But yeah, that one, the dwarf that's coming out, that's going to be, I mean, he looked super articulated and super detailed, which NECA, again, crushing it.
Yeah.
Not like
I hope I'd love to see more of those classic LJN styled figures come out.
Yeah.
But I don't know what they can and can't do. I mean, it could have been some unused, unreleased figures, therefore not under that banner. Who knows what the legalese to it? But NECA's doing a great job. You're not going to see any complaints on my part about anything with NECA's name on it.
Nope, absolutely not.
So what do you got next?
All right, next is one I'm really excited to talk about, because these were some good drops. So I'll share my screen and we'll talk about those.
Yes. Yeah, I had a feeling that Joe is next. It's too hard to hold back.
It is. And because of these reveals, they're just really hot. They're just wow. Okay, so the first one we'll see is the Cobra MMS system, which is kind of an odd one because you'd think they would have started off with the Joe version first before giving us the harder to find Cobra version, right?
Yeah. Was that not a like a Sears exclusive or something that
I think it was? That's what I mean.
Okay.
I think that one's harder to find than the green Joe version, right?
Hey, I'm wearing this shirt for a reason, folks.
But holy cow! Oh my gosh, I love these deluxe packs that we're finally getting with 6-inch supporting type vehicles and accessories, because they just look marvelous, absolutely beautiful.
Yeah, they've done a really good job of taking these smaller vehicles and putting them out. Oh yeah, dude, the Dreadnoks. Yes.
Yeah, so we're finally getting some Dreadnoks. And
so I gotta ask, what in the hell is that chain axe head thing? I never even understood that as a kid.
This one right here.
What is that? Like, did they just think like, what kind of a tool would a grape soda drinking punk biker from Britain want to destroy things with?
Now he's got a bat with saw blades on it. So
that makes sense. You got this dangerous tool over here with a sharpened axe head that you just flail around on a nunchuck handle.
So okay, this one's Buzzer, right?
Yeah.
All right, so we'll get to the next one later. So this was one that they didn't show renders of. They just had him on the shelf.
Yeah, awesome figure. Love it.
Look at how gorgeous this guy is.
Yeah, yeah. I bet you that knife comes out of the sheath too.
Oh, I bet it does. And then the junkyard has an alternate head.
Yeah, I saw that. I saw that. That's super cool. And he's got that like updated kind of like armored harness thing on there instead of just the regular leash.
Yep. Yeah,
He
this
doesn't have the
looks really
spikes,
good.
but he's got the studs.
Again, they're doing such a great job of keeping the classics that made the figures lovable and memorable, but giving them enough of an update that they're calling them their own, right?
Yeah.
So
yeah, they're making these extremely identifiable as original as GI Joe characters. Yeah,
absolutely. But man, so that's another just gorgeous figure. I cannot.
Oh man, I love
on.
his AR-15. It looks like Magpul accessories on there.
And he's got his little mask.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. That's right, because he had the original figure has this black mask thing that he puts on. Yeah, yeah, that's cool.
All right, so we're going moving into some Python Patrol. So this is Python Patrol Copperhead, which we just got the regular version of Copperhead. So this one's coming. I mean, that's kind of a gimme, right? So that's something that Hasbro and a lot of the toy lines have always done. We've talked about before, where they re-release molds in different colors. The worst culprit of it these days is Transformers. It seems like every Transformer that's coming out these days is now an alternate colored mode of one that they've already released somewhere, sometime.
The one saving grace here is that at least they're taking these sublines like Python Patrol and Tiger Force and they're target exclusiving them.
Yeah.
Instead of taking very sought after characters and making those target exclusives that you'll never be able to get, like the Cobra Island figures.
I wish they would have. I wish they wouldn't have done that with Serpentor though. Made him a Hasbro Pulse exclusive. I wish that one would have hit the shelves. That one would have been just as popular, I think.
That would have been pretty cool. I bet you it would have sold through in no time.
Oh, it would have. Well, if the Hasbro Pulse sales are any indicated, it would have sold in no time. So
yeah.
Okay, so yep. Python Patrol Cobra Soldier, alternate head. Yep. They're being very diverse here. You can see we've got both black and white bad guys now, so that's good.
Oh, terrific! Yeah.
All right, here's Ripper.
Yeah, I love that. That looks awesome.
Look at his tattoos. They're getting really good with their tattoos on a lot of these GI Joe nows. I don't know if you saw that or not, but more and more of them are getting tattoos.
I can hear Chris Latta's voice trying to be disguised as a British biker thug guy.
But he's got his that weird accessory that he came with.
Is that like the jaws of anti-life?
It's got to be the jaws of anti-life.
Yeah.
Oh, but yeah, I mean they're looking good, right? This is
yeah.
I can't wait to see what Torch looks like whenever they release him.
He's got to be coming.
Yeah. He's got to be coming. Okay, so here's one. I'm not sure who this is.
She's a character from the comics. I don't remember her, like Helix or something is her name.
I think that's who it is.
I mean, like, even I don't know if they learned their lesson or not. All of the comics that came from like IDW and further on Dreamwave, do we really need a bunch more effing ninjas?
Not really.
Like, she's just some commando, obviously with swords and whatever the hell that weird like wrist mounted pokey thing is right there.
Yeah, I don't know what that's all about.
You know what they look like? They look like accessories that Jimmy from South Park would have. I'm not going to do the voice. I want people to watch this show, but I do like the pistols with the extended mags. Those look pretty cool.
Yeah, but she got the repurposed Storm Shadow weapons from the Snake Eyes movies.
I never got the character when we've got plenty of other great characters. If you need a martial arts female character, God, you got like Jinx. And Scarlet. It didn't make it a lot of sense. She's like in a crowded field. She's never going to stand out except for she's got like this weird, like bleach blonde and black hair.
Yeah. The character she doesn't mean anything to me because I don't know anything about her. Don't really care. So
No, nope.
I'm sure there's people out there who do really like her, so I'm sure they'll like her. But for me, it's a pass.
Yeah, that's a pass for me too, but kind of a cool idea with this set of the three.
Yeah, the only thing I like about this Baroness set is her head.
Look at that malicious face sculpt on the above the standard one. That is like I'll tell you what, that's the lady where if you see her coming in the coffee line, you take a break.
Yeah, yeah. But they did this in the 3 3/4. Remember, they released these at I think these were like a Toys R Us version. So
yeah, I don't get it. It's just another way to repaint the figures, but
yeah,
the designs are cool. The colors, the red is nice and muted. So is the gold, so it doesn't look super gaudy. But you know, I just
it's not it's not a set I need. I've got the 3 original colors, the 3 original characters. I'm happy with those. Like I said, the only thing about this set that I really like is her heads. I think those are kind of cool, but it's
yeah,
not
good
enough
head
to go
sculpts.
grab
They're both different than the original head sculpt.
Yeah. But here's one that I am so excited about.
Wow.
General Hawk.
Yep.
Look at this guy. I mean, so the guy who sculpted him said he wanted his face to have hawk-like features as well. So he's got very angular jaws, very, very sharp nose, and he looks just like somebody who's been in the field.
What a vast improvement over the original figure.
Oh, absolutely. He just looks so cool. I've always loved the camo and the leather jacket look. So there's nothing weird about this figure at all. Like, I am super excited about this one. He comes with one of the gung-ho's guns. He comes with one of Falcon's. I'm pretty sure that's Falcon's, or
that's either Falcon or it's Cover Girl.
But either one, it's just a beautiful figure, man.
Yeah, I like the little dents on the helmet. And I especially love that they've got that gray paint app in the hair.
Yeah.
Because it makes him look really seasoned. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Yeah, that's just an awesome figure. And if the final figure is anything near as cool as this, then we're in for a real treat.
Absolutely. I cannot wait to see this one in person.
Great design. I mean, like, I put that design in the same kind of a level as I do like Cover Girl, where you got those really cool fatigues and the leather jacket. Cover Girl looks like she's out of Red Dawn or something. That
straight out of something like that. Absolutely.
Yeah, this was another cool one too. I mean, we talked about if they were going to do a Jeep, that we could really use it not being the Ostriker.
I'm glad they do the Vamp, because the Vamp needs more love. It seriously does. And it's a 6-inch one. I'm assuming this is going to be a deluxe one, not a Hasbro. What is it called? HasLab.
I don't think this will be.
I think this one's coming. I don't know if it's going to be exclusive to Hasbro Pulse or not, or whatever, but I'm really looking forward to getting this one. Look at this alternate covered head here.
Yeah, I love that helmet. I love the little targeting reticle that's on there too. Do you also see on the roll bar, they have what is referred to commonly as an OS grip?
Yeah. Yep.
That's really sweet. I love that detail on there.
Yeah, I mean, I wish we could see more than just a side view, because I really want to see this thing up close. I want to see how this works. But I'm just super happy to get it. And Clutch looks very classic.
Yeah. Yeah, I like that he's got the rolled up sleeves. And he's tatted out too.
Yep.
But he's very defined, like he's not just like another breaker head on some weird combination of parts.
Yep.
He comes with that tactical shotgun, just like Cover Girl, with the flat dark earth accessories on there, which I love. Cool axe. Like, I'm sure all the axe and shovels and all that stuff all fit on the vehicle. So. But this was a real surprise. I think it's a terrific reveal.
This is probably the one I'm most excited about from G.I. Joe.
Number one for me, right there.
Look at this guy.
That's my number one.
Look at his. I mean, like, if his figure comes out looking like his render, that's an awesome face.
Yes, everything about it. Like, normally, I wouldn't be in for the blue camouflage, but it's supposed to be urban, right?
No, I love it.
What an awesome freaking figure. He's got the riot shield that he comes with. I love that those little Mac 10s have the extended mags. He's got um
Yeah, but he's dual wielding them. Look at that. He's got two
yeah.
holsters for those bad boys.
Yeah, so I love the original Shockwave figure. That is one of my favorite GI Joe figures. I'm wondering if in the end of it all, we're going to end up with a big silencer or something for those little mini Uzis, like, you know, like the original gun.
Yeah.
But that was my hands down #1 favorite reveal from.
So I don't
the
see
Joe.
a backpack. Like I remember the original character came with a backpack because he had his knife shoved in there.
Yeah.
But I don't know if that's going to come or not, or if we're just getting what we see. But either way, a great looking figure.
Yeah.
I wonder if his hat will come off.
Instantly recognizable as the classic figure, but tons of really good updates to it. I love that figure.
Yeah, like it's just such a great man. It is. Remember a couple of, like, I don't know if it was last year or not, or maybe it was a year and a half ago. We were wondering, like, is Classified going to survive? Is the line going to die out? It is so not going dead. It is strong, very strong.
Not anytime soon.
Nope. And that's good. As long as we keep getting updates like this, I'm 100% behind it.
Yeah. Yep. This one's another one that was on my list to talk about. So, I mean, you get enough gear with him to do classic tripwire. Totally. And then you get so much more.
Yeah. I mean, you could do his classic helmet. You can do his classic chest piece. It looks like even his backpack, kind of, even though it's updated, goes along with his Minesweeper.
So what I got to ask is that for busting ghosts? What's his backpack for?
So his original one carried landmines, right? Like he didn't just find them; he laid them. He was
yeah.
So I don't know
some
what this
pet
one
rat
is.
too.
Yeah, I don't know what the rat's about. I was wondering. I was wanting to look that up. Like, is that from a comic or was that from an episode or something?
I think it's a comic book thing. I don't recall. You know, like I can't remember all of the Joe episodes, but I don't remember Tripwire having some like trained rat in the cartoons.
Yeah. His landmines look like they go in his backpack. Like,
oh, there you go. Yeah, there you go. And he's got some little buddy, like a robot arm to get exploded, so that when he's doing the EOD work, he doesn't have to get a face full of shrapnel. Yeah,
but again, just a beautiful update that kept all of the classic features of the original.
Oh yeah, character. Yeah. I think he's a deluxe,
and well worth it. I think. With the amount of gear that you get for this one, totally worth it. And I mean, look at the face sculpts are getting so much highly individualized.
Yeah. I think the trick is going to be getting them out of the factory where they don't look so garish, you know, like poor Lieutenant Falcon ended up looking like.
Yeah. And CoverGirl kind of lost a little bit of her. I know some people were pretty mad about that, but you know, at the end of the day, what we're getting, we never knew we were going to get in the first place, right?
Yeah. So, and I'm wondering if, you know, like here, it's obviously shown with a painted face, like what they're doing with the new Star Wars Black series. I think part of the trouble is when they ship with the flesh tone plastic. I think that causes a lot of problems. But anyways, this figure, like start to finish, is an amazing figure too.
Yep. I absolutely love him. Can't wait to get him in my collection. I think that's all I got for Joe.
Yeah. Did you see the Steel Brigade 2-pack?
I did. Yeah. They announced that one a month or so ago. We knew that one was coming.
The reveal pics looked really good.
Yeah.
Really good loadout. Another great update. Did you see the Cat's Lair from Thundercats Super 7 that got revealed?
Yeah, that thing looks I don't know where I would that I'm not even going to try to get that one.
36 inches tall.
Yeah, no.
36 inches tall.
It looks cool though.
That thing is like decked out top to bottom. It's everything you could have wanted in the playset except for the price. Now
I don't see mom and dad popping for that one back in
the Thunder Tank that they did was amazing too, and I think that was $450 for the Thunder Tank.
You think that Thunder Tank fits inside this?
Well, I think this dwarfs the Thunder Tank. That is why it is $650 plus shipping. You're
Oh,
gonna be
Lord.
out. You're gonna be dropping like $800 on that thing after tax.
They are
But I
they are
wanted to
killing
give
us
it.
with toys these years. Oh my gosh.
I wanted to give it props because I always love big toys. Like I love play sets.
Hmm.
And Super 7 knocked it out of the park with the Castle Grayskull and the Snake Mountain. And Cat's Lair is good. I
Hmm.
mean, it is that good, but man, do you gotta want a Cat's Lair to pay that kind of money for it?
Well, it's like getting the Eternia set, right?
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
it looked cool. Like hell yeah, that was awesome. Where am I going to put it? And how the hell am I going to come up with the money to buy it?
But and I figure if I'm gonna drop that money, I'm getting a vintage one. The new
Yeah.
ones are really cool, but I'd rather just have vintage. I can't have any of it because this room is so freaking small. Even my recent hauls that I've had in here, which are cool, I'm gonna squeeze them in.
Yeah.
Um,
I got to find room for more stuff.
I wanted to mention while we're on Super 7, because Cat's Lair is sweet.
Mhm.
Their next line of Ultimate GI Joes freaking rocks. I
Yeah.
don't know if you saw it. It was like Roadblock and Crimson Guard and Major Blood, but again, always got that soft spot for CoverGirl. I love her design so much,
Yeah.
and she just absolutely is like super perfect to the cartoon. The face
Does
sculpt
she
is
come with the blonde
tremendous.
blonde hair swappable head?
No blonde hair, but two different red hairs, like one long red hair and then one with it like up in the bun kind of a
Ah,
thing.
okay.
It's tremendous. If you get a chance to check them out, I don't buy those guys because they're $60 plus shipping.
Mm.
Um, I will mention on Super 7 as well that they also showed their new Vac Metal Thundercats, or not
Oh, yeah.
Thundercats, Silverhawks. They look amazing. Too little, too late, too much money. I think they'll be like $70 or something plus shipping.
But they look
Uh,
great. I love back metal.
oh, it does. It is such an improvement. And I pissed and moaned in some group about it just a little bit. Um, and then someone was like, "Oh, I actually prefer the cartoon accurate dull ones with the ugly stupid silver that's translucent and you can see through it."
Well, good for you.
Well, yeah, well, you're wrong. Uh it's just like, I think that if you were to take 50 people who grew up in the 80s or 100 people and you put in a lineup 30 of these classic action figures from GI Joe, Transformers,
Mhm.
Silverhawks, Thundercats, you could put the dull gray Silverhawk in there and you could put the one with Vac Metal and they'll remember the Vac Metal suit Silverhawk.
Absolutely. Yep.
But yes, they were revealed. I figured I might as well just like give it a little rub out there. You got anything next on your list?
I do. I do. I do. I
Great.
do. Let's go back to sharing some pictures because these guys are outstanding.
Oh yeah. Yep, next on my list. Look at all
So
that.
these are the new kind of Masterverse figures that they showed. So you see, we got the Filmation style
So
He-Man.
were those Masterverse or were
Uh,
those ones
oh,
Origins?
sorry, Origins. Sorry,
Yeah,
Origins.
okay.
My bad. Sorry, you're right.
No, because I know there was some Masterverse that they showed too with crossover characters like Trapjaw.
Yeah, no, these are Origins figures because you can see the knees,
Yeah, yeah.
the Origin style figures, but they're Filmation accurate, right? So
Yes,
look at these guys.
must own.
But then they
Uh,
also showed us some more Snake Men,
yeah,
and another snake armor kind of like He-Man.
yeah. It looks like they're starting to trickle out the He-Man figures that were in that like grossly overpriced 4-pack. Do you remember
Mhm.
that on
Mhm.
Mattel Creations? It was like
Yeah,
$140, and you got that Filmation He-Man, you got New Adventures, you got I don't remember if it wasn't Snake Armor, it was his look from the
from
2000X.
the 2000. Yep.
Yeah, so I mean, you got like 4 He-Man figures, and you paid $40 a piece for them in this pack. But
It was not a good idea. Not a
no,
good.
it's nice to see that Filmation He-Man getting a rub. And if you notice, the paint on them is not like particularly shiny.
No, it's dull, like the comic.
That's good.
Yeah,
Like an animation cell would
yeah.
have. Animation cells aren't. Uh, the paint on them isn't very glossy. They don't. the cell itself is glossy, but as it appears on the cartoons, they don't have like a hyper sheen to them like some of these other releases have had. So,
right.
Oh yeah, there we go. Good
Here's-
He-Man. I like that they changed the face sculpt on that a little bit.
Yeah, gave his hair a little bit of the Filmation style hair.
Yeah.
So, but that's
I
the
like that they
packaging for
changed the
it.
card. The card is a little bit different that he comes on. That's cool.
Yep. There's a.
I don't know what's that other sword.
I don't know.
Me either.
I don't know. But he looks
Boy,
cool.
if it just had a John Irwin voice chip in there that would say "by the power of Grayskull" or something, that'd be
It
cool.
would be a perfect toy. Yeah.
Oh, he's got a sheath for the sword. I just saw that on the side too.
In the back, right there.
Yeah, cool. And they kept the classic Iron Cross on there. That's great. Just like the cartoons. Trapjaw's got his goofy purple armor.
Yeah, that's actually one I'm really kind of happy for. I really dig the Filmation Trapjaw. And the
Skeletor looking
cool
good,
too, with his Havoc staff. They look good. Come on, I mean, there's if we see them, they're must buys. Tila looks great, actually.
Yeah, the eyes are kind of getting me. I know these are just prototypes, or they're like production samples.
Mhm.
But in that picture, she almost looks like her eyes have like serpentine.
Well, she did have very sharp eyebrows.
Yeah.
So
The figure's really good.
I see what they're going for. I actually kind of like. I'm digging it. I love both. Man at Arms has both arms covered.
Yeah, I like how her sword's got testicles on it.
Yeah. Can we see that?
Yeah. I feel like I'm just compulsed to spray my computer screen with anti-friction's body powder spray right now. Oh, hey, look, a sucky character.
Yeah, but they updated him. He's got more articulation now. So I don't know.
I gotta get this guy before Laser Power He-Man.
Yeah, I know.
or movie style He-Man. Nah.
Yeah, the transforming rocks didn't work for GoBots, didn't work for Masters of the Universe, but hey,
worked
they did it anyway.
way better for GoBots. What's his name? Stone Derp.
Stone Derp.
Yeah. I don't know who this is.
I don't know. I think this might be a new character. But I kind of like the idea of being able to switch out her legs.
Yeah, that was a great idea.
That's a cool idea. Pretty excited about Moss Man. I like how he comes.
With that yellow armor and the flocking. That's a Walmart thing. Those are already hitting the shelves.
Yeah. I'm looking for one. If you see one, let me know. Because I really want to see that one on my wall. Look at this guy's fangs.
I'm assuming he's got difficulties with things like speech or dining.
Or drinking.
Or drinking, yeah. You can open up a hell of a can of beer with those things, though. Cool design. Just like what the hell character am I looking at here? Fang Face or something?
Fangor. I don't know.
Fangor.
I don't know. I've never seen him before, but they're going heavy into the Snake Man line.
Why the hell does he come with an adjustable spanner wrench? Seriously.
Tighten his teeth.
I mean, you can even see the little threads on there where you adjust it. That's an adjustable wrench with like some sort of like phallic
maybe
handle
he's the
on
Snake
it.
Man's mechanic. I don't know.
I fix things. What'd you say? Things. Yeah, he's gonna find himself down in a desk somewhere in the toy dungeon next to Raptor and Crocmaster, or the misfits at Voltar.
Yeah, the HR department.
Yeah. What we did not see on your list, Origins. They did like a new sorceress and a couple other characters, but we're getting movie Evelyn. You see that?
Yes, I did see that. A Masterverse version of movie Evelyn. Yeah. Megan, cool. Megan, what was her name?
Meg Foster.
Meg Foster. Yeah. Foster.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's cool. It goes really well with the not Dolph and the movie Skeletor.
And this is Gwildor. They got Gwildor too.
They got I
He's
saw
coming.
Gwildor.
Look how excited I am.
Yeah.
Anyways, I thought he was fine in the movie. I don't need another Gwildor figure though. Did you see any of the X-Men 97 toys?
I did see some of those. Yeah, I saw Storm, which looked really nice. Rogue.
Yeah, the Wolverine. They showed off the Legends. They're getting into Walmart right now. The little 4-inch scale figures. Yeah. I want to say that I saw some of them when I was passing through the Tri-Cities on my way back from that managers meeting. I saw them at the Walmart in Richland at Queensgate. They look cool. I don't need another Wolverine, but they look really great. And the fact they're bringing that cartoon back is really awesome. I don't know if it's going to have all the voiceover people or not, but the guy who voiced Wolverine had a really iconic like Wolverine voice.
Absolutely.
New Punisher in comic book news, not toy news. I guess Frank's hanging it up for a little bit because he's tired of people stealing his symbol that don't know what it means and putting it on stupid pickup trucks or terrorizing people through social media. So now it's an agent of S.H.I.E.L.D., some blonde-haired guy who's taken over for the Punisher. We'll see how long that lasts.
Yeah, hopefully not very long.
Another one I was really excited about was Mediacom/MayFX. They're doing some boys figures.
Oh, are they?
I love the boys. They showed Homelander, the Deep, Starlight. I don't know if I have to buy them or not. Like I'm compulsed to because I love the show so much, but
I like
the figures
Soldier
looked
Boy.
Amazing.
Soldier Boy would be a fun character.
He's one of them. Yeah, they showed his prototype.
Yeah.
Yep. Kaya Toys have a Rambo coming out with some cloth accessories. It's amazing. Yeah, it's a tremendous figure. I don't know, like their 4-inch figures are all in that like $20 range. They're doing some great GI Joe, Storm Shadow, and Snake Eyes. And a couple of others. I forget who's coming out, but they look really good.
Right on.
So this is like Rambo from First Blood Part 2 or something. It's not like modest, mentally disturbed Rambo. It's like
it's
mass
classic
murder
Rambo.
Yeah.
Good.
Yep.
Did you see any of the Transformers? There was a few Transformers that I was excited about. Most of them I'm not really happy, but
it didn't really blow my mind. The Ultra Magnus from the movie that's coming out is a good Ultra Magnus, but he's just an Earthrise reissue with a few little changes.
Oh, I actually really liked this one.
Don't tell me that, because then I'll have to get rid of my Earthrise Ultra Magnus and get this one.
His alt mode looks really like the original toy alt
with
mode.
That weird red bumper though.
Well, yeah, maybe, but
yeah,
he looks good. I actually really like that version of this version of
official pictures of Studio Series Ratchet. 86 Ratchet.
Studio Series it's Ironhide, but we knew he was coming, right?
Yep, buying it 100%. He comes with 2 guns because he's twice as violent as a lifesaver as a grizzled warrior.
Frenzy, Red Frenzy. And the one I was pretty excited about was Nova Prime. He looks okay. Cool.
Yeah, I had a feeling that would come when we got the Galaxy Optimus Prime that they did. Makes good sense that Nova Prime would be a reuse of the parts. Other than that, I mean, there just wasn't a lot that got me excited about Transformers, but PulseCon's coming soon. Which
means we're probably going to get some really good Transformers. Steve, we have like 20 seconds left.
Okay, Jada Toys, Guile, Cammy, M. Bison, Ken, Dalsim, Street Fighter 2, they rock. Ryu is awesome. I bought it.
And that's it. We're done.
That's it. Yeah.
All right.
See you later. We love hanging out with you. Bye.
Bye.